Hi, we're the King Family Vlog. In this video, we're going to be telling you about the books we read last month in January. Also, we are going to be revealing our new pet today.
Yay! So, we love reading in this family. When I was a little girl, my mom really instilled a love of reading in me and my brothers, and we all still read to this day. And it's super important to me to share that love of reading with my family. And luckily, my boys love to read, and my husband just got into reading here recently. But since we love to read and we read so much, we thought that we'd start sharing the books that we read every month with you, and maybe it would encourage other people to read, or at least give you some suggestions of some good books. So keep watching and we'll all tell you what we are reading this month. So in January, I decided to set a goal for myself, and that was that I would read one nonfiction or kind of self-helpy book every month, and then one fiction book. I've never really read self-help books before or anything nonfiction. I just love stories. I love getting caught up and taken away to someplace different. So it's definitely going to be a challenge for me because I love my fiction. But actually in January, I didn't get to my fiction book. I only read my nonfiction book, and that was Shonda Rhimes' The Year of Yes. Just the title made me think this is a good book to start off your New Year's with and your new resolution. And I read it on my Kindle, so I will put a picture up here so you can see what it looks like. So, The Year of Yes. I enjoyed this book. It probably wasn't my most favorite that I've ever read, but it was definitely entertaining, and I do think it's a good read. If you like Shonda's humor and kind of the way she talks, one thing that's really neat is that, you know, if you watch Grey's Anatomy or Scandal or How to Get Away with Murder, then you realize that those shows are her. Like, those characters and the way they talk and the things they say come out just as she would say them. Her book, you can just see the different characters coming out in the way that she speaks. So I thought that was pretty neat. The whole concept of the book was that Shonda was kind of shy and kind of an introvert, even though she had all of this success. And she decided that she was going to say yes to things that scared her for a whole year. And it changed her life. The book was very inspiring, and I got a lot of stuff out of it. However, one of my problems is I say yes too much. I like to be involved in everything. I like to do everything. So I kind of needed the opposite advice. But that being said, it is still a good book, and there's lots of things that everyone could take from it. One of my favorite things that I took from The Year of Yes was that it is okay to say yes to saying no. And she was even going into details about how sometimes you have to do what's right for you, and that doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you less of a person, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it. You should put your needs and your family's needs first and your mental well-being. And she goes into saying a lot of people feel like when they say no, they have to give this big, giant explanation as to why they're saying no because they feel so guilty. And one thing that I'm really going to take away is she said if you don't want to do something, or if it doesn't fit in your schedule, all you have to say is something as simple as, I am not going to be able to do that right now. Mind blown. So simple, but it's such an easy way to say I'm not going to be able to do it, not rude but firm, and you don't have to go into this whole explanation of why you're not going to be able to do it. That was something that was super awesome that I took from it. Since Ryan is working for the next couple of days, I will go ahead and tell you about the book that he read this month. And it is called The Killers of the Flower Moon, The Osage Murders and the Birth of the FBI by David Grann. And he loved this book. He thought it was super interesting because it took place in Oklahoma, which is where we are from, and it took place right around the turn of the century in the 1900s, and basically their members of the Osage tribe were getting murdered at a rapid pace and no one could figure out. And so it was kind of the birth of the FBI, and the FBI got involved, and he said it was a very, very interesting book. And I'm sorry I can't tell you more about it, but he highly recommended it and he thought it was a good book for men to read. So if you're looking for a book for your husband, then he would highly suggest it. The other book that he read was 12 Strong, and the movie is out in theaters right now about the soldiers who rode the horses, and he didn't like that book as much. He thought it was interesting, but it wasn't one of his favorites, but it did make him really want to see the movie. So those are 2 suggestions if you're looking for a book for your husband or the man in your life to read. Fraser, who do you got?
Pete.
Pete who?
Pete the giraffe.
Pete the giraffe? Who is he really? Who is he? Pete the what?
Pete the cat.
Pete the cat. Do we love Pete the cat?
I snuggle him.
You want to snuggle him? Oh, he's so good. Fraser is obsessed with Pete the cat. And he was actually Pete the cat for Halloween. And we'll put our Halloween video up above if you want to check out his Halloween costume. But this month we found a new Pete the cat book. And what's so exciting is it's Pete the cat out of this world. Do we love this book? Where does Pete go in this book?
In a rocket ship.
In a rocket ship.
Yeah.
And he goes to space?
Yeah.
And Fraser is obsessed with rocket ships right now. So it was like the perfect find. You gonna go read it now? Okay. It was a really good Pete the Cat book if your kids do like Pete the Cat. And it comes with stickers too, so make sure to check it out.
So this month we read How to Train Your Dragon.
You like the book?
Yes. I love the book.
Why'd you like it?
Because it was about Vikings and dragons. I like both of those things.
Who's the main character? Tell me about him.
His name is Hiccup, and he gets his dragon named Toothless. And he becomes a hero, well, like, he becomes a hero by killing this giant dragon.
He starts out weak and he becomes a hero and becomes
Really brave?
really brave.
Do you think other kids would like this book?
Yes, I would recommend that other kids would read it.
What did you think when we watched the movie? Was it the same or was it
It's
different?
completely different from the movie. It was nothing like the book. The movie had no similarities to the book at all. In the book, Toothless is like, I thought this was kind of funny because in the book, Toothless is called a like his type of dragon is called a daydream. But in the movie, he's called a night fury.
I think Toothless would be like kind of green. He was green and little in the book. In the movie, he's black and big.
I think all kids should read How to Train Your Dragon and then watch the movie. And it's really fun to see what's the same and what's the different. Now for our new pet. Meet Toothless, our bearded dragon.
This is Toothless. We've had him for about a month, so he's about 2 months old. And he is the newest member of our family.
So we have to feed him crickets, which are actually on top of his terrarium right now. We also have to feed him lettuce. I like to hold him because he needs to get his exercise every day so he can be healthy. And so he can get used to being held and he won't get scared when he's held. And also, a few days ago, I made him this cool fort out of blocks and he absolutely loved it.
Say it.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe.
What do you think, Toothy?
Hello.
Do you like YouTube? Are you camera shy?
Wait, Mommy.
Oh, you're posing for the camera, Toothless? We see you.
Mommy.
We see you.
See you.